folks, it's now time for the Best in the World wrap-up. I am Ryan Young. Joining me on the phone, as always, the king of controversy, Anthony Smoody. Smoody! Was it the best in the world?
Yeah, I guess it was tonight. We have some new champions.
Let's take a look at what took place here first. Show kicked off with the Kingdom. I thought they lose their opening contest. They lose to Ultimo Guerrero and El Terrible. And overall, again, they're coming off winning the six-man tag team titles, the Kingdom, and here they come off losing this match, waiting for the third man to come back because he's gone due to injury.
Yeah, it was a devastating loss for the Kingdom, but against two living legends of Mexico, and I don't know, it wasn't the Kingdom's night tonight.
No, it wasn't. Match number 2, we saw the strap match, and one thing we've never seen in a strap match is a strap with thumbtacks on it. We saw that, but we got to see Kazarian defeat Adam Page, so we get some revenge on the Bullet Club.
Yeah, Kaz gets a big victory, but I might steal that idea. I might ask that idea to somebody. A strap with thumbtacks on it.
Well, you better not pass that idea to and make it happen to me, Smoody, because I've only been nice to you over the years, right?
Yeah, well, I'm not saying it to you. I'm just saying for another company.
Losing team disbands. Search and Destroy defeat the Rebellion. Did you know Kenny King was on The Bachelor? Bachelorette?
Yeah, well, with his mouth, you don't know where the hell he's going.
But they lose, but they can still be teams, I guess, together. So the All Night Express can still be, which is Red Titus and Kenny King. They can still be a team. Just the Rebellion cannot be a team.
Yes, the Rebellion has to break up. Otherwise, they can be teams. Otherwise, yeah.
Then we had Jay Lethal defeating Silas Young. Beer City Bruiser didn't last long at ringside as he got attacked by Jay Lethal, but after the match, after Jay Lethal got the win, we might not see Jay Lethal for a while.
I didn't see Jay Lethal at all for that injury. I think definitely he was. I didn't know Beer City Bruiser could fly. 300-pound.
I mean, they splashed him in the corner up against the keg. They splashed him onto a table. It's crazy.
I thought when Beer City Bruiser walked out to the keg incident, I thought Silas Young was going to turn, when he brought him back out, I thought he was going to turn around and smack him or him in the face. I thought he was going to be a face turn for Silas Young.
I know, you'd think so, but we didn't get that. And then we had the six-man tag team titles.
Shocker.
The boys got chased away because Jay Briscoe is destined to try to get to those boys. But in the end, after that happened, a roll-up by Dalton Castle and Mark Briscoe. Dalton Castle wins his first title, and him and the boys are the six-man tag team champions. Congratulations to Dalton Castle.
Yeah, Dalton finally gets a victory, but I don't know. I think the Briscoes are going to finally snap after this coming weeks.
I think so too. Then we have the television title. Kushida retains against Marty Scurll. Marty Scurll is a great... I've got a chance to finally watch a lot of his matches here in Ring of Honor, and he is a great technician, how he moves from one move to another so fast. This guy has so much potential, and he's had such a... I mean, I don't really know... I don't know where he came from. I know he's from... I believe he's from England or somewhere out of the country, but what a talent he is, even though he lost.
Yeah, he's a great talent. He reminds me of somebody with that umbrella.
Who else has an umbrella?
I think he's from Cruiserweights of WWE.
Oh, Jack Gallagher.
Yeah, he's from England, so Jack Gallagher's from England, and he's got the same move, so, hey, they might be cousins. You never know.
They could be. Then, of course, we had the tag team titles. Best Friends, which I'm upset. I hope Roppongi Vice didn't break up, but Trent Beretta and Chucky T, who used to be a team, joined it, made it a three. What am I looking for, Tony? A three-way dance. Tornado tag. Young Bucks retain. Then finally, Ring of Honor tag world title on the line. Cody defeats Daniels. Cody is your new world champion, and the Bullet Club has a lot of back on top.
Yeah, but it's not long. I think Cody's reign is going to end not at the next pay-per-view in September, but I think at Final Battle when probably either Kaz or somebody's going to get a shot. Now with Jay Lethal out, you don't know what's going to happen.
No, we don't. the up-to-date standings. I'm up 69 to 59.5. No pay-per-view. We have 3 pay-per-views in July. Slammiversary, Great Balls of Fire, and Battleground, so Tony has a chance to catch up. And the next pay-per-view for Ring of Honor is rumored to be Death Before Dishonor, usually in August, but looking at September 22nd. September's usually All-Star Extravaganza, so not really sure what's happening. We're taking time out when we come back here on the Ringside Report. It's time to preview Raw for tonight. We're in Hollywood, and the Beast is back. On this date, Tony, back in 2003, Roddy Piper did an interview with Brian Gumbel and said that he did drugs when he was in WWE. They then fired him, but eventually he'd come back and do a couple more appearances. I mean, that sucks for Hot Rod back in 2003, don't it?
Yeah, that was.
Do you remember? Did you ever see that interview?
I did. He was pretty much time to get.
Was that a bad time in his life?
Well, that was 3 years before he had surgery, and then we never saw him after that.
No, he didn't. He really, I mean, he came back every once in a while, but nothing really too huge. Let's preview Raw for tonight. It's from the City of Angels. Los Angeles, Louisiana. Los Angeles, California, the Staples Center, and Tony the Beast is back. Brock Lesnar, what's gonna happen when you get him and Samoa Joe just less than 2 weeks away from Great Balls of Fire? What are we gonna get?
Well, you know, it's something's gotta happen with Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe. They gotta make it to a match where it's you know, I don't know. They just need to start changing everything.
Now, is Paul Heyman gonna get involved, or because my sister texted me the last Monday and said, I've never heard Brock Lesnar talk. Brock Lesnar finally had some words. I mean, it's interesting, but I think we're going to see, I think it's good. But also, speaking of interesting, we're going to have a couple of other things. When you look at Braun Strowman, he's back. Ambulance match coming up against Roman Reigns. What are we going to see from the fallout of that from last week? What are we going to see this week?
Well, you know, Braun Strowman wants his revenge, and I think what's going to happen is I've just been told that there is
Oh, you didn't be told anything, Tony.
Well, I just went to NoDQ.com and they just told me that Lesnar is expected to win at Great Balls of Fire, retain the title. So that means at SummerSlam, I don't think Roman Reigns is going to be.
No, Roman and Brock are for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Roman's wrestling is supposed to rumored to be the Undertaker.
No, well, yeah, but the rumor is main event of SummerSlam. It's going to be Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar.
So then so that means Braun Strowman wins the ambulance match then.
Then what they're doing is I think they're going to put Roman Reigns' number one contendership on the line for SummerSlam, where he loses at Great Balls of Fire to Braun. Braun gets the victory. So I want to see if this does happen. If Braun Strowman beats, Brock Lesnar beats Samoa Joe, which is gonna happen, and then Braun Strowman demolishes Roman Reigns. You'll see Roman Reigns return at SummerSlam, and then you'll see Braun Strowman demolishing Brock Lesnar for the title at SummerSlam.
And then finally, Smoody, best friends no longer. What are we gonna see between Big Cass and Enzo?
Well, you know, this is a good thing for Big Cass. I like this, and Big Cass. But I think it's going to end up where it's going to end up violently because somehow, some way, that little twerp Carmella is going to get involved.
No, Tony, they're not. She has nothing to do with them anymore. She's on Smackdown. She's Money in the Bank. We're going to get to her in the next segment. She's done. It's just between these two.
What they should do is they should make it a match where loser leaves Raw permanently. Because now Big Show's gone. He's possibly gone at SmackDown.
No, I don't know. I think I don't know. He might be him and Cass might be facing each other. Finally, Tony, final thing. Goldust and R-Truth as well. This Raw has a chance to be one of the best ones if everything goes as planned. But your thoughts with the R-Truth? We're going to finally get the chance to see the old Goldust. We've seen promos all this time. We're finally going to get to see it this week.
Well, we got to see something because it's kind of. I think we should do is have R-Truth go back to being
a rapper.
Not rapping.
K-Quick or whatever his name was in TNA.
No. What he did in 2011. when his music stopped and he did that heel with little Jimmy where he said, "Don't want me."
We'll see what happens. Should be an exciting Monday Night Raw. Like I said, I think this is one of the most exciting Raws going on. I think it's because it's in LA. We'll see if they're able to capitalize. We're going to take a time out when we come back. We're going to preview Smackdown tomorrow night from San Diego, as they're going to be, as it's going to be on Money in the Bank Part 2. We'll be back. All right, Smoothie, on this date in 2005, I believe, it was the Batista beating Triple H in Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, that was Vengeance. That was one of the creepiest pay-per-views ever.
What else happened, Smoothie? Enlighten us.
Well, let's see. John Cena faced Jericho Christian, and I've never seen Triple H Batista bomb through thumbtacks.
Really? I think I just watched his pay-per-view recently, but yeah. I think 2005 was a very good year for WWE. That was the building of John Cena, wasn't it, mostly?
And that was mostly the end of Eddie Guerrero.
Well, he died at the end of that year.
Well, yeah, but that was the rivalry where Eddie Guerrero, remember when he went after Rey Mysterio's son, says, "I'm your father."
That was, I think, we talked about this. We talked about this last year, or the beginning of this year. That was one of the best storylines in a while back then, because that got personal with Dominic. Dominic's training to wrestle now. He's like 20 now. God, I feel old.
And also, don't forget, pictures were swirling that Chris Benoit, his son, is wrestling.
He posted a picture in the ring at a house show recently.
Holy cow, that's just creepy.
Also, do you believe it's been 10 years since the Benoit thing? It was this past week.
I thought that was pretty much a sick angle how they... Because the night...
They never did an angle, Tony.
Well, the pay-per-view was he was supposed to face John Morrison, or...
No, Morrison replaced him. CM Punk.
Oh, yeah, CM Punk for the ECW title. He didn't show up. John Morrison replaced him. Then the next night, you saw Vince McMahon was supposed to be his return.
And the thing exploded the week before, didn't it?
Yeah, he did. But on the WWE Network, they don't have the Benoit angle. They replaced it with the best of the WWE pay-per-view from 2007.
Oh, interesting. Also, congratulations to Mauro Ranallo. He is now the voice of NXT.
Yeah, they changed the NXT. And don't forget, tomorrow... wait, no, that's July. Never mind.
Buckle up, Tony. Mauro made his debut of announcing this past week, and also the debut of Bobby Fish. So NXT looking to be exciting over the next couple of months, going into TakeOver Brooklyn.
And they got new number one contenders for the tag team titles now.
Well, we're not going to talk about that. Let's just we'll get there.
Don't forget also, starting the summertime, we have the first annual Mae Young.
Are we covering it, Tony? Are we covering the Mae Young tournament?
We gotta, because I think my pick's Liv Morgan. She's gotta dominate that.
Okay, now let's preview SmackDown. Speaking of the women, we get the second ever Money in the Bank. Are you excited? Can Carmella redo what James Ellsworth helped her do last Sunday?
No, I don't think so. I think with the Ellsworth on ringside, he's gonna find
Did he get banned from ringside?
Yes, he did. He got banned from ringside. But he's gonna find a way to sneak his way in that ringside.
Yes, he is. Tomorrow.
But what expected is gonna happen is, I think Carmella's gonna win. Then
you just said she was going to lose.
Well, I'm sorry. She's going to lose. Charlotte's going to win. But Lana is going to win the title over Naomi.
Is she getting a rematch?
She's getting a rematch because she begged Naomi last week. Said, "I beat you. I lost you at Money in the Bank. I want a rematch." And Naomi gave her a rematch.
So Tony, overall, if you had to put all the money you have on the line, who's winning Money in the Bank Part 2?
I go with Charlotte, and then I see her cashing it in probably...
Do you see her cashing it in before WrestleMania?
I say SummerSlam or something. I see her cashing it in.
Okay, if I had to pick, I think it'd be a shame to see... It'd be a shame if Carmella lost. I'm going to go Carmella.
But here's the weird thing. What if Carmella wins, but James Ellsworth again screws her over this time and he turns face?
I think you said there's a women's title match also happening?
Yeah, I remember Carmella tried to interfere in the women's title match at Money in the Bank last Sunday.
If the Money in the Bank match happens before the women's title match, I say they cash in tomorrow night.
Yeah.
We'll see. That'll be tomorrow night from San Diego, the home of Rey Mysterio.
Don't forget, in 1 week's time, next Tuesday specifically, John Cena returns. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, I'll be at the Cub game.
I'll be drinking.
Smooty. Everyone have a great Monday and tomorrow's my birthday, Smooty.
Happy birthday. How old are you, 40?
Why does everyone think I'm so old? I'm going to be 26, Smooty.
Oh, man, you're young. You're just...
I'm a young pup still. I'll be at Great America all day.
Don't let Scott Bain know where you're at. He'll find you.
Do you think I'm big enough, tall enough to go on rides at Great America tomorrow?
Yeah. If you see Scott Bain there, will you kick him in the balls?
No, it's not Fright Fest. I don't think Scott Beatty's there.
Oh, good night, America.
I haven't had to see him since, when was that? When's the last time I saw him? Threat Level. I don't have to see him next month for, as SSW 100. Ugh.
Oh, that's gonna be a good card coming
And
up.
of course, we'll be previewing that and all that coming up as well. But anyway, have a great Monday. Tomorrow's my birthday. I'm gonna have fun, but we're back Wednesday. We're gonna recap Raw, preview Ring of Honor, NXT, Smackdown. For Anthony Smoody, I'm Ryan Young. Thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.